Never miss another live stream again. Hit that subscribe button, ring that notification bell, and click see all notifications. What's the motherfucking deal, Sauce Nation? It's your boy Ed Honcho, and I just want to talk a little bit of Texans with you. And this is a Sauce Sports special. If you're not familiar with Sauce Sports is a Houston Homer channel where we're talking all sports, but only Houston. So I hope you guys enjoy that. Now, let me stop fucking y'all. What's the motherfucking deal? It's your boy Ed Honcho, man. Y'all already know what it is. This is Sauce Sports. This is a Sauce Sports special. If you're not familiar with Sauce Sports is a Houston, Texas Homer channel. So we're talking about all sports, but we only Houston. And I am the Houston Homer. I am your Houston homeboy, Ed Honcho. So if you're not familiar, if you ain't got the flavor, you ain't got the sauce, man, you need to subscribe right now because we're talking all Houston sports, whatever it may be, every day, all day, every day. And if you ain't familiar, we got the live stream, the call-in line, and all that good stuff every night, 8:30. Between 8:30 and 9 o'clock is what we try to make that shake. So definitely tune in for that. Because we're trying to do it big. We're trying to step it up a notch. So, anyway, let's get to today's topic, man. And what I was thinking about before I bust my ass and fall out of this chair, I was thinking about this Texans receiving situation. At first I didn't, really consider it a big deal. And it's not, kind of. But if you look at it, there's a potential for all the guys that we were talking about all summer long. There could be a possibility that you don't see any of them in the first game. Now, they're kind of hush and mum on what's going on with DeAndre Hopkins, and they're saying it's a hand injury, and they're just kind of keeping him rested to keep him out until the first game. And they're saying he's going to be fine, he's going to be okay, and that's what we're hoping. But you can never be too sure. And you want to be like, well, yeah, with all the injuries we've had, let's keep him out until the first game. But then you got to think about he needs to build that rapport with Savage, who will be the starter, which we've been talking about for quite some time. Savage life. We're excited about Deshaun, and like I said, this is not a knock on Deshaun. I just would rather let him have the time to fully develop his skill set at the professional level. But we just throw him in the fire. I know a lot of people just want to throw him in the trial by fire and see if he's gonna burn, or if he's gonna barbecue, or he gonna do what he do. You know what I'm saying? But here's my thing, is that's not important at this point in time because these quarterbacks got to have people to throw to. Miller's injured. Fuller's out for a while. Jalen Strong's going to be suspended potentially for the first game. And I'm not knocking Jalen. I don't care about the 420 stuff. Y'all already know how I rock with it. So I don't give a shit about none of that shit. But then he's not injured. And the first game is the Jags. So if he's going to get suspended, I'd rather it be that game. But you have the potential for... Right now, every single guy that, we came into this year expecting to see, leaps and bounds, not necessarily leaps and bounds, but see improvement from or expect to have contribute to that Texan sauce, some very, very prime, some key ingredients, some of the rarest ingredients, and they're dinged up. So we got to figure out what's going on with that and see how that affects us. But, last game we saw Ellington come on the scene, and that was definitely a breath of fresh air. He came in, like I said, only having a couple of days in the system, having a little bit of knowledge of the system and shined and did very well. But again, like I say, preseason stuff. He looked better going against the ones than, with the twos. And some of that was decision making and some other things. And he had a couple of drops, but, not to knock that against because it definitely exceeded any and all expectations that anybody could have had him. Like I say, maybe the coaching staff knew something. Maybe they had something in mind. But as far as I see, definitely. DeAndre White's out of there. He's been injured and dinged up. And I think they cleared him. They got him out of there with an injury settlement. I want to say they waived Devin Street. So I'm not sure about who is the Hooper kid. I think I'm not, like I said, I don't really know too much about it, so I'm not going to lie and act like I do. And who else? I mean, like I said, everybody else is dinged up. Braxton Miller is a second-year guy who, in reality, doesn't have a lot of experience at receiver. He's definitely a project, and for a project to become successful, he needs to be on the field. And, that happened in that first game, and maybe they're just resting him. Like I say, maybe they're just being cautious with these guys, which I would prefer because, that they can contribute, that they can play. But, of course, you want to see that cohesion. You want to see that unity on the field. You want to see these guys can do well with the guys who are throwing to them. And like I say, timing is key. Understanding, how a receiver runs route or how a quarterback wants you to run this particular route. You're not going to get a lot of time during the week, especially when it's, when the games actually count, to work on those things because you're going to be preparing for the next team. So it's not going to be so much about, you when what you do individually. It's more so, what we need to do as a team and get on point and operate as a unit. So during this preseason time is when you have all the time in the world to work on the little things, the little details and technically improve your game. And there's other things you can do. Like I say, you need that experience. You need that going one-on-one. Sometimes a situation can occur in a team, period or a one-on-one period or something, and that can be something that translates to a game, and you need to have that. That might come up in a game, and you realize, okay, I remember when perfect practice makes perfect. Not just practice, perfect practice makes perfect. So you need to be able to go through all scenarios. You need to be able to handle all situations. And like I say, these guys are second-year guys, so Will Fuller's missing a big chunk of time, with Miller missing some significant minutes in the preseason and in practice. And Jalen Strong has definitely taken over and has showed some skill. And like I say, just like I've always known that he can. I know he's got the juice. A lot of people ain't been high on him. And let's not make any high jokes, okay? So shut that shit up. But a lot of people ain't been high on him. But I've been a fan since that pick because I know that he has the skill set. He came into camp a lot leaner, looking like he was committed and like he's about that action this year. So I'm wishing all the best for him. Like I say, of the people that I want to see do well this year, he's definitely close to the top of that list. You know what I'm saying? Definitely top 3 Texans that I want to see have a great year. So what do you think, Sauce Nation? Like I say, because this is a commentary. I'm a fan. I'm speaking to the fans. I like to know your opinion. You guys are the ingredients that makes the flavor fresh. So if you're not sure what an ingredient is, that's a subscribe. You subscribe, become an ingredient, contribute your flavor. You know what I mean? So I want to know what you guys think. Is this a dilemma going on with what the Texans have at receiver? Are we just kind of biding our time until the season? Do you feel like we're just kind of letting guys heal up and rest? Or do you think that there's a real issue? I mean, do you think that there's a real problem? Because like I say, when Fuller went down, it definitely exposed something that we I don't know why we just kind of overlooked that. Because, I mean, injuries happen so randomly. And so that's something you should always account for, when we're thinking about things like this. But we talked about receivers for most of the summer. We just didn't take that. I didn't take it into account, what would happen if somebody got injured. And then, that there's that lack of depth, Humphrey gone and some other things going on. And so it's just, that's just simply something to consider. So let me know what you think, Sauce Nation. How do y'all feel? Do you think that we have a dilemma at wide receiver? Do you think everything's going to be fine? I mean, what happens in the season if somebody goes down, and, knock on wood, what if DeAndre is dinged up? There's a big drop-off in skill set from DeAndre to your next man. If you want it to be Will Fuller, if you want it to be whomever, Ellington or whoever you want to be strong, whoever it may be. You know what I mean? There's definitely a separation of talent there. So we have to see how that works. We have to see how it plays out. So anyway, I think there's 3 spots left for the fantasy football. We're going to run it with 12 teams. Now, if more people want to rock with it, depending on how many more, may expand it to maybe 16 at the most. But if we get more than that, then, maybe have to start a second league or something like that. HonchoSaucy, if y'all want to get at me on the Xbox, saucesports.com. We got, what other place can you get the flavor? You can go to facebook.com/Sauce Sports, trying to get that up to 100 likes. I think we had 95. Like I said, I want to do some more live streaming and stuff on that too. I want to see how that platform works. But like I say, it's Sauce Sports HTX on Twitter if you really want to get those dripping HTOWN saucy sports takes. So with that being said, man, I'm going to get up out of here. I'm going to chunk the deuce. But just something to think about, Sauce Nation. But like I say, it's your boy Ed Honcho. I'm out. Y'all be cool like y'all be cool. Let me know what y'all think, because y'all know I'm serious. I'm always looking forward to hear that. What's the motherfucking deal? I just wanted to send a special shout out to all the Sauce Nation supporters. So I want to send a shout out to Dalton Wilson for his donation, all the Patreon supporters, Jose Rueda, Luis Sanchez, a special thank you, and especially to all the Super Chat supporters, Joseph Snow, Acres Home, Mr. Killer KB, Anthony Conant, and Albert Villalobos. An extra special thank you to all you guys who have been supporting the Sauce. For everybody who's been asking how they can donate to some of the dripping, you can hit the Patreon if you want to do a monthly thing for as little as $1. Your support will be greatly appreciated. If you want to do a one-time donation, you can do that via PayPal. And always welcome to doing the live stream super chats. Let your voice be heard. Let the whole world know how it go. But with that being said, it's your boy Ed Honcho. Appreciate all the love.